Whoops. It's in the wrong bloody gear. Hey everyone, it's Ray, the Dashing Womble here. It's shite, I should have gone. It's Monday afternoon, and it's a very nice, cool-ish afternoon here in Raytown, Missouri today. I was just leaving the house. Alright, so just on my way to the hospital. Thought it was going to be all wet and horrible along the way. I suppose there's some little dots on the window. But I thought I'd do a daylight video whilst I'm on my way to the hospital. Apparently this will be the last day the wife will be in here. Yay! Although we thought that was going to be today, but anyway. So they're chucking her out tomorrow. Alright, well, I know lately when everyone's been watching the videos, there's not been a heck of a lot about door dashing because, well, I haven't been doing any. But, so just a couple of things. Let's see if I can actually stay on track today. Seems like last night I tried to stay on track and I ended up just babbling on about who knows what. I don't always edit the videos, I just listen to them at certain points and go, okay, I've got a couple, put some pictures in there. So I don't really edit the videos. Whatever you get of what I'm just babbling on about all the way to and from somewhere. So, but I promise you, one day we'll have proper door dashing stuff. What I'm actually on the job doing something. But I've got to get a camera. I'm thinking of getting that Patreon thing and going for that. See if I can get some money somehow to pay for some new equipment. All right, so where are we at? Do you, as a driver doing the DoorDash or Uber Eats or Grubhub, I mean, do you like the job? Is that something that you like? I mean, let's try and get some comments below. Is it a job that you actually like? Do you really consider it a job? Do you do rideshare with Lyft or Uber, etc.? I'm sure there's others out there. But, or maybe you're just a yellow cab driver or a 1010 cab driver here in Kansas City area. Not sure if you want to do that over here. Sometimes it was a bit flipping dodgy back home doing cab driving. Right. So, places flipping I went to doing that. Many experiences. I've done cab driving back home for many, many years. We had some dodginess, but not many nutcases running around with guns. Knives, yes. People had knives back home. But we got cut a couple of times. But those that did it never came off well at the end of it. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, is it a job? Do you consider it a job? I mean, do you like doing, if you do rideshare, do you like doing that? Do you do other gig work? Oh, that's a nice looking van. Anyway, do you do other gig work? I mean, there's plenty of other gig things out there too. And it's not only driving gig work stuff. I mean, you could go sign up for Fiverr. If that's considered gig work. If you've not know what Fiverr is, Fiverr they do all sorts of things. People offer all sorts of services, doing internet stuff, like for video editing. I think one of them is on there. I don't think I'll be that brilliant at that, but anyway. making stuff for websites, making logos, designing people's business cards. I had that done once, actually a couple of times, and I had a couple of other things done on Fiverr, but it was years and years ago. I do websites myself, but I haven't been promoting it so much. Could have some concentration on doing it, or at least I do. But they do other stuff as well. You can go do voiceover work. You can do, make birthday greetings or whatever for people. Birthday greetings for people or something, doing your voice. Or make people's voicemail greetings, etc. So that's another one. I mean, you can do that at home. You don't even have to leave your house. So that's good. That's a good one. I really need to get back into that one actually. What else? Oh, you can do some photography as well. I like doing photography. So, and I do some photography just with the iPhone really, on the whilst we're out and about sometimes. Lots of sunset pictures, several car pictures, lots of animal pictures, but yeah, definitely lots of sunsets. What else we do? There's some that you can pick up people's junk if you got yourself a pickup truck or a cruddy old one of these that you just don't care about the inside of. You can throw all people's rubbish or whatever in there and get paid to flipping move it off somewhere. Preferably to the dump, and not like some of these fools that just leave it at the side of the bloody road, making the area look like shite. Mattresses and tellies all ripped around the side of the road. You can go deliver equipment for builders equipment, etc. There's gig work for that. There's one I would like to get into would be medical career. This sounds like a good one. I don't know where to look for that one as of yet. But so if anyone's got any ideas of where to find that, I'd like to do that. I've actually got my police license from England. You can take an advanced police course, and I had to take that when I was driving back there, and the ambulances were on strike. Now we couldn't go out and pick up people that were on emergency, of course, but if they were having difficulty and it was sort of non-emergency, but they had to be at the hospital and there was no way of getting them there, then chuck them in the car and you can go at speed. So I was able to do that. So that was cows are laying down up there. So anyway, that was that one. So yeah, what I'm saying is there are other gig work things to do. There's ones that you can go out and help people, whether they got older people that just need help or need some assistance around the home, whether they need assistance with getting to and from doctor's appointments, etc. I mean, there's several ones like that. I actually signed up for that one. I am part of it, but I just haven't got around to doing anything. I was a little bit I mean, I can go out and do the work, and that one's actually a pretty good one, to be fair. But it sounds pretty good. I mean, you can go in if you can drive like 5 miles from your house, or the most I've ever seen was 94 miles away. Holy crap! It's a long bloody drive. And that was all you had to do. Well, I say all you had to do. It was you had to be there for 2 hours, It's an ongoing one. I seen that. I saw it again today when I looked on that app. And the company supposedly, as soon as you switch on the app and say that you're on your way there, they actually pay you for your driving distance. So they pay your fuel, and well, they just pay you for going there and back. I'm not sure how much money they're making out of that, because it seems like an awful bit of a payout for them. But I should try that one. Might have to make that something for me to actually get my arse out and actually do it. I've been a bit reluctant because, I mean, there's different things you can do with that one. You can go and help them with tech stuff as well, you know, how to upgrade their telly or their iPhone or iPad, etc. What else? Apparently there's reminders of what the company is all about. Oh, I don't know what the company is all about, so I'm not going to be very good at that. Other is just talking to them, just being a companion for them. Watch some telly or something with them, watch a film with them. I don't know if I'll be very good at watching a film with them. I'm normally not off. I can chat to the end of the limping, chat pretty well. You lot know that one, just a big Babylon on there. And then there's other things. I mean, you can, like I said, take them to the doctors. You can take them down to the shops to pick up the food for their fridge, etc., and take it back and fill it up for them, I suppose. And then there's ones in there where you can do some housework as well. Not just through it. Do the housework, do some dusting, wash the dishes, etc. I don't even like to do that in my own house. I think I'm going to do that in someone else's. Only problem is that there's a couple of things with that one that I'm a bit worried about. One is you don't get paid a lot of money per hour on that. I don't think. I mean, if you're comparing it to what you might do with DoorDash, etc. Cops are all over something down there. It's like in Missouri. I think it's different from state to state, but in Missouri it's $13 an hour. So if you're going, let's say that one from 94 miles away, it's $13 an hour. So for $26, you're driving all that. I don't know what how much they pay you per mile. I can't remember all that stuff myself. It's been a while since I signed up for that. But they do give you bonuses as well, some of them. You've got to look for those. I don't have to look very hard because it comes up in the great big green banner. Some they come up with warnings. Warnings that warning is that the people have pets. That's right. The warning is I might come home with one. No, my wife wouldn't let me have one. The other warning is that they smoke. I couldn't do that. I can't stand to be around people that smoke. Can't handle that at all. Those are the only warnings that I've seen that I recall. But yeah, I mean that one sounds like a good one. But the only I'm trying to flip and get out before I start put myself elsewhere with this is that I'd like to have a camera or something with me, because you just don't want to get blamed for anything that you haven't done, but as many of you watch the news as well as I do, you've been blamed for all sorts of stuff, and you won't have a leg to stand on. So got to I feel I need a body cam for that. Body cams are you don't have to get anything elaborate. you can just have yourself another mobile phone in your pocket and film it all if you wanted. But yeah, really rained down here, didn't it? So yeah, I'm going to try some of those ones that I've signed up with. Give it a go. They've got a stop sign. Yeah, they've got to get out of here. And see what I come up with. I'm actually coming up to the hospital now, so I'll probably finish this video up a bit later. I expected it to be peeing it down the rain on the way out, because that's what the news said. Not the news, the Weather Channel thing, he said. It lied. Well, I'm pleasantly surprised that it's cooled down a lot. So yeah, so that's it from this one. Looks like they've been digging up the roads again, haven't they? Making a mess in here. Just trying to find a spot nearby. So if we've got one there. Alright, well, I'll leave the video at this for now, and I'll pick it up a bit later, I suppose. Look at that. For those that have been watching my channel, I finally cleaned up my dash. A couple of redusted it again. It's amazing how dusty it gets. Anyway, and how quickly it gets dusty too. Maybe I shake my head a lot and it falls out my ears or something. Alright, well, thanks for watching this bit, and I'll be back on here in a little bit. Alright, hope you all have a great night, and stress-free, and you earn a few quid on this rather dreary-looking Monday night, but maybe that'll help keep some people indoors, and it'll help you earn a few dollars. Alright, cheers for watching. Thanks. Ta-da. Everyone, well, Ray the Dashing Womble back again. Trying to figure out how to get out of here. Decided that I would get... Oh, wait, I might just turn closed. Get some Sonic on the way home. I just decided to get, well, I was just passing there, and there's my the garage that I normally park at over on Woods-Chapel Road, the Quick Trip. But today I just decided to go to the Sonic on the way home, save a bit of bother, and I can get some sleep earlier, hopefully. Anyhow, there was only 2 cars there. One of them was me. And a little bit of a wait, not too much of a wait, but anyway, I'm sure some people would have complained. It said on, I went to go and get on one of their kiosk things, pull into order, and it says they're only doing drive-thrus because of lack of staff. Or worse to that effect. Okay, problem. Goes drive-through. Ordered whatever I wanted to get. So then, on the way the truck in front finally goes, and it's my turn to pull up. So this young girl flipping is there, ready to take the money and that. And I says, so it says that you're still short-staffed. How many are you then? She says 2. 2 people are running that restaurant. I've been past there before, and it's been pretty busy, and I can't imagine just 2 people running it. I mean, I've been in there before, and I think the least I've seen is 4, possibly 4. So my question is, you know, there's a lot of businesses that restaurants and other businesses, as I understand, they're crying out for staff. I mean, they're offering more money. I mean, they're literally begging for people to go work now. So here's my question. Where the bloody hell are all the people that are supposed to be picking up, that are supposed to be working? Where are they all? I mean, COVID isn't over, I understand that. But it's certainly been subdued a lot. There's vaccines about it. Wear a mask if you're that afraid of either passing it on or afraid of that you may pass it on to someone if you not knowingly have it. And wear a mask if you don't want to get it. I mean, you should be wearing a mask, really, I think, if you're around food anyway, and handing it to people. But anyway, it can't all be down to COVID. It's not over yet, I know, but you take precautions to try to prevent yourself from getting it or giving it, knowingly giving it. There's ways to test yourself, get tested. I mean, I got hand sanitizer. I don't always wear my mask, granted, I forget. But I have hand sanitizer in here. I get out and I'll sanitize and make sure. I mean, you just got to do what you have to do to make sure that you don't pass anything on, knowingly pass anything. I mean, I never know if I've got it or whatever, but some people sat there in the gut. That's what we've got to do. Anyway, where are they? Kids have just come out of school, been kicked out of college, or getting ready to move on to the new. They finished with college. People are finished with college. People are finished with schooling for the most part. Where are they all? What the heck are they doing? Is everybody on YouTube? I don't know, but is there some secret flipping payment thing that if you want to work because you're afraid of getting COVID or anything else, that you get paid for sitting on your ass at home or something? You've got to have people in these restaurants. You've got to have it. If you want the service, you've got to have the people there. And some restaurants are just closing. Some are closing down. Perkins in Lee Summit, they would be open till midnight before, over the Christmas period. It was like, or around that time, just before that time. I mean, they were closing at midnight. Then it went down to 10 o'clock. And now the last I heard, it was 8 o'clock, because they just don't have the staff to continue to offer a good service after that time. It's and they're a busy restaurant, and the staff in there actually are pretty darn good. We do go in there, and somewhere it's sad to see these places close. I understand Perkins is a chain restaurant, but it's it's local people in there that are trying to serve and earn money to flipping pay for whatever the food that goes on their tables, etc. Right, and pay the bills. It's all that any of us are trying to bloody well do. But businesses are going to close. We're going to see all these we see all these newfangled bloody businesses like Popsy Whataburger. And they don't have any continued structure at all. They just get people in there and don't treat them right or something, or don't have management to stick around to actually watch the people that are working in there that are not experienced enough to handle the place on their own. There may be college, they may be just kids out of school that are in there. Some of them are, but it's corporations, whatever, need a flipping kick up the arse, to be fair. I'm getting fed up with saying all this crap. Taco Bell is one. Taco Bell is high on that flipping list. Just get these kids in and don't have a management to watch over them, so they tend to just stray and do what the heck they like, and is will make these youngsters flipping management before they even figure out exactly what the job's all about. Yeah, it's an achievement to actually get a management position, but I think they're just choosing anyone and just to do the darn job, and they don't care what the customer is getting. It's fast food. We don't expect gourmet food, I know, but they're missing out on something now. And those businesses are closing too. Not all of them are having problems, I know, but these corporations, they need a right royal kick up the rear end, and need to get their asses out there and see what actually happened. Undercover boss and all that balls. They need people out there. Management 24. As long as the restaurant is flipping staying open, they need a manager person that knows exactly what to do. I don't. I'm never going to profess that I know what happens in a restaurant. I don't. But I've eaten enough of them around the world that I see what's going on. We all see what's going on. And there's drivers and customers too, you know, we just get disappointed. We get disappointed that the quality of food or whatever, not so much in Taco Bell or certainly not Whataburger. There ain't going to be any bloody quality in any of it. It's just fast food, isn't it? Just some crap to fill your flipping belly and make your way to flipping nearest toilet and flipping lose it again. But just keep the chain going, I suppose, but keep the system going, I mean. But anyhow, so I'm getting a little bit peeved off about that, because these restaurants and like those two people at the Sonic I've just been to. I mean, they're working their flipping socks off to try and flipping keep it going. Just two of them. I mean, how the hell do you expect to flipping run a place with two people? But they can't get the people to come work. So my question again is, where the hell are all the people that are supposed to be at work working? Where are they all gone? Well, there's plenty of people on the road. Anyhow, door dashing and all that lark. I was trying to do that earlier on the first video. So, goals. I mean, what is your goals for doing the door dashing? How much do you normally want to earn a day? I know for the majority of us, the people that I've spoken to over the time that I've been doing it, is you know, $100 a shift. Like $100 on your dinner time shift, and the same on the lunchtime. I'm not sure about the lunchtime. I mean, the last time I went out and tried it, like earlier in the morning, and then cut through the lunchtime. Well, I was kind of wet behind the ears on it then, so maybe I needed to. I didn't really know what the heck I was doing at that point. I was still learning. But you know, dinner times are flipping where it's at, and if you can stand to be out in the darkness as well, you know, winter's going to be coming in, settling in at some stage soon, and it's going to get darker and more dismal working environment out there. Is that something that you want to do? I mean, when it's pissing hard with rain, are you wanting to be out there in the dark? I mean, it doesn't. I mean, a little bit of rain isn't a problem, but personally, I have a flipping problem with when it's dark and it's been raining. The reflection of all the bloody lights just drives my eyes crazy, so I give up. But I don't care about being out in the rain so much. I mean, if it's raining during the daytime, I don't care. I mean, I'm from England. It rained all the bloody time back there. It don't bother me at all. The lightning, alright, but however that goes with it sometimes. I'm not really willing to dance around on someone's driveway. I've tried that before. Trying to dodge the bloody lightning. It was a crazy bloody time. But anyway, put the dustbin back. So anyway, yeah, that's really it. I've gone on topic yet again, but for the most part, but anyway, yeah, on the goals, I mean, yeah, for the most part, we can somewhat easily, depending on your market, of course, easily do a one-er at a dinner time at least. I mean, weekends for sure, Friday nights, I know. But like Pedro and Dash and Grandpa, etc., it all depends on your area. Now, I was talking about multi-apping as well before I cut off to go to the hospital and that. I mean, yeah, I got three main ones that I use, and that's DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. Although Grubhub are a strange bloody lot to deal with, but I mean, their app works pretty fine, I suppose, but and the money's for the most part alright on it. But again, like all the other apps, it all depends. It all relies on mainly on the customer leaving a tip, which somehow I don't. There's something not right there. Something not right there at all. And the reason I say that is, well, yeah, it isn't, because $2.50 I think is our base pay in this area on DoorDash. I don't know what it is on the other ones, but I don't know what it is on the Grubhub. Maybe I should look into that, or look at that. But I don't think it should be that. And I don't think we should be relying. I think it's all been done wrong. DoorDash, etc. take far too much money from the restaurants. Now, as I understand what they take, someone will have to maybe put me straight on that if I've got it wrong. But as I've been led to believe, and when I've watched other videos and such, DoorDash will charge the restaurant at least 25% plus the DoorDash fee. That I feel, and then they'll charge the restaurant 25%, which makes the restaurant have to put their prices up. Now, if the restaurant is actually on the DoorDash website, for example, then they should be paying something to be there, because DoorDash is now providing the restaurant the service. They're putting them as a link, basically, a link base, putting all their food on their website and making it available to all of their customers. So they've got a wider audience to deal with, so they should be paying a little bit. But I think 25% or more is way too high. Way too high. Maybe they should make it that there's a flat fee that they charge on there. Just paid to actually be on their system and not a percentage. But then that may not work out for the smaller restaurants. I mean, it's good for the smaller restaurants to actually be on the DoorDash website, I think, because it gives them a wider audience to deal with, because DoorDash obviously do a heck of a lot of advertising, and it just got that name of where people are going to go to. So they should pay a fee, but not 25%. That's absolutely ridiculous. Now, on the monies for it, for when you order food, I think it should be done as like they did with the cab service. Now, bear with me on this, because now, when I was a cab driver back home, and yes, I'm going back a few years now, but, and I don't know what it's like with the cab service here, with Yellow Cab, etc., or how it works here. I would imagine it's more or less the same. So, now when I was a cab driver, like for the mini cabs, we're not talking about the black cabs. The black cabs got their own flipping crazy bloody idea of what to do. So you would, let's say I went to pick up a customer, and the minimum fee for picking up a customer, okay, I'm not going to do it in pound notes, I'm going to do it in dollars, because it makes it easier for everyone that's watching this. So we're looking, let's say there's a minimum fee of picking someone up. A minimum fee, well, let's say, is $5. $5, and that takes you 2 miles, 3 miles. Then the customer will put a tip on top. Okay, so at the end of the week, let's say end of every week, whatever I earned via, you know, we took all the monies all day long, kept the monies, and at the end of we had a radio, so okay, we don't have to have a radio for DoorDash, etc. We've gone past that, we've gone to new technology, and we're on this. So we're paying our service fees for the driver are not paying for a radio now, we're just using the app. So anyway, at the end of the week, when I was at the cab driver thing, there would be a fee. I would have to pay the cab service a fee of 20% of what, no, 18% of what I made during the week. Sounds a lot, but then they don't know what tips I actually made. I never knew what tips I was going to make, but I knew what the fee was for driving someone from point A to point B. Because also on that minimum price is if I'm taking someone, let's say, to Heathrow Airport, and it's going from Wimbledon to Heathrow Airport was about 18 miles. So there was a fee of, I think it was like about, I've got to put it in bloody dollars, and I have more money in dollars. So we're looking at about $45 to take someone to the airport, which is good money. It's good money. Also, if you're lucky, you're going to pick someone up coming back, taking somewhere back to Wimbledon or back to somewhere else nearby. But if you were doing a normal cab job, just someone going home from the pub, etc., say they're going 10 miles back from the whatever pub it is, you're looking at, and again I've got to change it into dollar amount, so let's round it up. Let's say it's $2 a mile, so it's going to cost them 20 quid to get home, plus whatever tip they leave put on top, but we're not bothering about the tip. And I think that's the best way to do it. But also, here's another thing that I was considering too, is also if if I was outside a pub waiting for someone, or someone wanted to pay me to wait outside a restaurant, then there was a fee for wait time. And we went on an hourly scale of that, even though you could actually increment it down as well. And that would be, again, I've got to put it in dollar amount, so we're looking at about $40 an hour, roughly. Depending on which company that you work for, etc. Because there was loads of little mini cab offices all over town. It sounds a lot of money, but at the end of the day, if we were to charge not the customer but the restaurant for the fee, and I don't think being $40 is going to be that's going to be too much, but that's what the example was I'm giving you. So if we charge a restaurant, let's say $15, $20 an hour, $20 an hour, we think that we can make $20 an hour. I think that's reasonable. Now, if the restaurant are going to be slow, then, you know, that maybe make them pick up the pace and actually get food out quicker. Especially if you're going to bloody a place like 54th Street, for example. It's very slow in there. There's lots of people there, but there's lots of people working in there. They just they're not organised enough. There's too many managers, and just too many managers trying to crack the whip and not actually pulling their own act together and actually helping. And I think managers should help when it gets really busy. You don't need some idiot standing around telling you what to do when they can actually motivate their own asses into doing it, helping. So anyway, that's my thought on it. So I think we should do it as a per mile thing. This way we will know exactly what we're going to be earning. It's not all reliant on the customer, because it is, and the customer does not know exactly what they're paying for. This way everybody will know what they're bloody well paying for. It will be structured. The customer, like if the customer, I don't know what it is on a bloody Uber ride, but if a customer gets into a yellow cab somewhere, I've seen where it tells you exactly what they make per mile, what they charge per mile. So you, that's what it needs. It needs some structure to it. This way everybody knows exactly what they're going to earn. And I think it would be somewhat a lot simpler. And then at the end of the night, or actually, I mean, DoorDash could, or etc., could actually figure it out per vipping job. I mean, if they knew that we were delivering, I don't know, pizza up for 10 miles, it's going to be a $20 vipping. Let's say they're doing it $2, so it's going to be $20 vipping fee from the customer. If they took 20% off the drive, or 20% off the driver, or a little bit less than that, then that would be their cut of it. If they would do it that way, we would know. Tips, of course, are just the drivers anyway, for doing as a gratitude from the customer. But at the moment, no one knows what the bloody hell it is. I don't think anyone knows what it is. From all the videos that I've watched, there isn't a per mile thing, and that's what I think that we need. Anyhow, I'm going to leave you at that. I'm going to go indoors, eat what food I've decided to buy, and then maybe edit this video, but I'm just going to get my ass to bed, I think, a bit early, because I've got to be up early to get to the hospital and pick my wife up and bring her home tomorrow. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching. Tomorrow I want to maybe talk about these spark orders. I want to see if I can actually get onto doing that. I actually did look back today. I'd conversed a little bit, corresponded a little bit with a lady out in the Shawnee area that has a YouTube channel, and for the life of me I've already forgot her YouTube channel. Her name is B, and I've watched a couple of her videos that I just came across recently, very recently, and she does Sparkle. She does other apps too, but she does these spark orders. I never really wanted to do Walmart. I'm not a fan of Walmart in the slightest, and I'm not really too keen on picking people's food up and delivering it to their door. But I've seen some of her videos, a couple of her videos, and it's somewhat appealing, and I think I need to try it. But I thought that I had actually signed up and I was on a wait list. But I went on their website today to go look at all that stuff, and I don't see anything through my emails about it. So I think when I looked at their website, it shows like, let's say for Missouri, you go down to Missouri and there's a whole list of different areas to be in. So clicked on Kansas City, and it just lists off the various areas, and two areas near us were Independence and Overland Park. Well, that's a little bit further afield, but anyway, Overland Park and Independence, it said it was full. I was looking for Lee Summit, but for some reason or other that weren't even on there. I don't know why, because they got a couple of them in Lee Summit. Harrisonville, I think, was the closest, or in that same delivery sort of area that we have to deliver to anyway. But that was, I need to look further into that, and I want to just give it a fair shot anyway, I suppose. Although the idea of being paid the next day for your tips is a bit strange to me, but it seems to work for her. Anyway, alright, that's enough for me. So thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, that's the thumbs up. Subscribe, comment if you got something good to say. If not, you know, bob off. And you know, if you got any questions, certainly ask me. If I don't know the answer, then we'll figure it out. We'll find someone that does. We'll try to. And yeah, that's it. Alright, cheers for watching. Ta-da.